Hi everyone, my name is Crystal Brown and welcome to the Joy-Filled Moment. I am an educator and a performing artist and a budding healer, and what I'd like to offer for whoever is watching today, what I'd like to offer you all is an opportunity to take a break from all the craziness that surrounds us and to really we're going to get into our bodies, we're going to do some fun acting games, and we're just going to get a little bit silly. So first we're going to do a quick body warm-up, and then we're going to play a changing faces game, and then after that we're going to count for joys. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to breathe. So breathe in, and then when you breathe out, just touch your toes if you can. And breathe in. Feel free to make any noise. Reach up, feel that breath in your body, and just release. Breathing all the way down. And breathing in one more time. Oh, thank you, cricket. And breathe out and touch your toes if you can. If you can't, no worries. And then we're just gonna wiggle. So just wiggle, wiggle your body, wiggle, 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 wiggle your hands, wiggle your feet, wiggle your bum. It's very important. And we're gonna make circles with our hips. So putting our hands on our hips, we're just gonna make some circles. We're gonna go in one direction. And really feel your body as you do this. I love doing this because I have like my hips get really tight, so whenever I make circles I'm like, oh yeah, release muscle. And then go in the other direction. And now we're gonna make figures of 8 with our hips. And now we're gonna shake one more time. And then we're going to get our faces ready. So I hope you have washed your hands before you touch your face. But if you have not, that's also okay. Just pretend. So if you have washed your hands, I have. You're just going to rub your cheeks together. Or rub your cheek, not together, rub your cheeks, sorry. And then we're going to squeeze our shoulders up to our ears, and we're going to try to make our face as small as we possibly can. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Squeeze, 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 and make your face really small. And release. One more time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Make yourself really, really small. And release. And then the last time, squeeze really, really, really tight. Make your face really small. And release. And then wiggle it out, wiggle it out, wiggle it out, wiggle it out. If you have a part of your body that you feel needs attention, please go ahead and take this time to give that body part some attention. So if you need to, do another little stretch, I don't know, maybe you've been sitting down all day, maybe you've been working out, I don't know. It's been a very interesting day for me. It's been very long, but very fun. Okay, so our first activity that we're going to do is called Changing Faces. I have to warn you, you are going to look weird, and that's totally fine. That's the whole point of this. But what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 3 scenarios, and for each scenario, you get to make a face for that scenario, okay? And then we're going to have a little fun with it. So the first scenario is, I would like for you to imagine that you have just won the lottery, and what kind of face would you make if you had just won the lottery? So, I don't know what your face you would make, but you get to make it and just freeze and hold it. Awesome. Then we're going to make a second scenario, which is we're going to imagine that an alien, yes, an actual alien, has just walked into the room that you're in right now. What face would you make? Maybe you like aliens, maybe you don't. What face would you make if an alien just walked into the room right now? Remember, there are no rights or wrongs to this. Whatever comes out, comes out. Our last scenario, our scenario number 3, is we're going to imagine that that your favorite food, whatever it is, someone has given you buckets of it and you have just eaten all that you could eat with this favorite food. So you've eaten it all, and now what face do you make after you've eaten all of it? I don't know. So our first scenario is lottery, our second scenario is alien, and our third scenario is food, full face, or full food. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just say lottery, alien, or full food, and you get to switch between the faces. What I've warned you, what might happen is that your faces might get confused, and that's totally fine. The idea is just to be silly and have fun with it. Are you ready? Okay, so first face is lottery. Second face, alien. Third face, full food, full belly, full food. And we're gonna go back to alien. And we're gonna go back to lottery. And we're gonna go back to full food. Alien, lottery, and full food. Well done. I see some people are saying yes. Hello, hello. I don't know, y'all, this is the first time I've ever done a live, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I hope that was a little bit of fun for you to go back between the different faces. That's a really fun game to play if you're just bored, or if you have, I think it'd be really fun to play if you're wearing your face mask, like if you're waiting outside in the supermarket and you with a family or with a friend, you could do that. That'll be really fun. All right, are we ready for our last and final activity? I told you this is really quick because I wanted to make it a body break. So our last and final activity is we are going to count for joy. And the way it works is that we're going to count from 1, and we're going to go all the way up to number 10. And as we count higher, our feeling of joy is going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, so that by the time we get to 10, we are just boom, full of joy, feeling super happy and super ecstatic. And then we're gonna hold it, and then we're gonna count from 10, and we're gonna go count down all the way back down to 1. Okay? You may choose to think of somebody or some situation or a thing that brings you joy. Personally, I just like focusing on the feeling, because that way if those things aren't around me, I still have access to that feeling. So I encourage you maybe to try to just imagine the feeling of joy. All right, are you ready? Take a deep breath, let it out. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Yes, 10. I hope you feel so good right now. I hope you were able to build the joy up. And now that we're at 10, we're going to count all the way down, but we're not going to let that joy go away. Are you ready? Take a deep breath. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I hope that joy is in your heart. Thank you so much, everyone who has joined in. This has been so much fun. I hope to be able to actually do this in person once COVID is gone. And I will leave a free gift for everybody. I'm still trying to work out the Facebook, so bear with me. Thank you so much. Love to everyone.